My cake layers for Jen's wedding cake are nicely cooled, and now for the fun part, the icing and the decorating. I'm making a white chocolate buttercream. So I start with 2 cups of unsalted butter, and I'll just slow down the speed a bit to add the white chocolate in. This is true decadence. 2 cups of icing sugar. I'll add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now that's a beautiful filling. But because the butter was soft and the white chocolate was fluid, it's a little too soft for me to work with. So I'm just going to pop it in the fridge for a little while to set, about an hour. Once this is chilled, I can get to decorating. I still get, after all these years, a little nervous making wedding cakes. And especially because I'm doing it for Jen, and I know Jen and the family, it has to be perfect. And I'll pop this in the fridge to set and finish the other tiers. I've got the 8-inch tier here. First I score around the outside of the cake, and then I slowly, with smooth cuts, work the knife in towards the center. A bit of frosting. I do hope Jen likes this cake. And I'm going to put a ring of icing around the outside. And I've got some beautiful raspberries and blackberries. To get the next layer of cake to stick, I'm going to put on more of the frosting. Depending on the time of year, it could be sliced peaches, it could be apricots, even cranberries cooked with vanilla for a winter wedding. Now to mask the outside. I like to put a generous dollop of frosting on top and then work from the center, pushing gently outside. And that's ready for the fridge. Fondant time. My cake is nicely chilled. I've got my fondant icing here. It's essentially like a dough made from sugar. Coat the work surface with icing sugar because I don't want it to stick. And I just roll from the center. While the circle of fondant is still small, I turn it on occasion just to make sure it's not sticking. Put a little more icing sugar underneath if I need to. I don't use fondant on all my wedding cakes. Fondant follows trends. Some years it's more popular than others, but I do prefer fondant for the outdoor wedding cakes. Because I'm working a day ahead, it keeps the cake nice and fresh inside. And I work from the top of the cake, gently press it down. Now, I run a knife just around the bottom edge of the icing. And run it so it runs free. And this is ready to go back in the fridge while I finish the other tiers. I made royal icing, which is simply meringue powder, icing sugar, and water mixed together until it's smooth, and And this is great to use on top of fondant because it dries. It holds details in place, it sets, and it can sit outside for hours. I'd say that looks pretty good. So I think just a little ribbon around the bottom. And the royal icing makes perfect glue. When I was little, I used to be so disappointed that I wasn't very artistic. I wasn't good at drawing, wasn't very musically inclined, and I just thought, I'm stuck in life without some sort of creative expression. Then I started doing wedding cakes. So it really is an outlet for me. I think I'm all done. I really like it. It's elegant, but not overdone. I think it suits Jen's personality, and I can't wait till she sees it. I really hope she likes it.